Have you ever wondered why you never hear about certain countries yet they are in Africa? The most underrated African countries are those that are often overlooked by tourists and travelers. The continent has 54 countries, all with different cultures and sites. Naturally, some countries have grown their tourism better than others and capture our attention and entice visitors. But what about those few underrated countries in Africa that we barely hear about? How stunning are they? Is it worth dedicating your vacation time to any of those? Let's look at the 10 most underrated countries in Africa to travel to. 1. Malawi. Malawi is one of the underrated African countries and is rarely heard of. But did you know it's one of the most peaceful nations you could visit? In Malawi, it's so common to be the only tourist as you enjoy the natural beauty or learn more about the local culture. Being situated in Africa's Great Rift Valley gives Malawi a diverse terrain that ranges from high peaks to plateaus to expansive lakes. Malawi is also home to Mount Mulanya, Lake Malawi, and Nuka National Park, home to a variety of wild animals, including leopards, zebras, elephants, lions, and spotted hyenas. 2. Sao Tome and Principe. Sao Tome and Principe is a tiny island nation on the west coast of Africa and the second smallest country on the continent. Although it is one of the underrated African countries, surprisingly, the country has so much to offer. From pristine beaches and crystal clear waters to endless hiking opportunities through a landscape that looks like it's taken straight out of Jurassic Park, and what might be the world's strangest looking mountain, and not to forget maybe the world's best chocolate. It comprises 2 different islands, Sao Tome and Principe Island. Principe is more remote and beautiful than the main island, and is a paradise for birdwatchers. 3. Comoros. The tiny country of Comoros on the eastern coast of Africa is a country that few people can pinpoint on a map. However, it will give a bigger positive surprise for a travel destination. Amazingly, it has friendly and warm people, world-class beaches, and an underwater world that even the most famous countries in Southeast Asia envy. And to everyone's surprise, Comoros is one of the very best places in the world to swim with and see humpback whales up close. You can relax at what may be the best beach in all of Africa and have the chance to swim with the big mammals. 4. Madagascar. Madagascar is an underrated African country. Yet, it is a perfect destination for the adventurous traveler who wants to get away from mass tourism. However, traveling around the 4th biggest island in the world requires a lot of time and patience. With these features, it will reward you with one of the most biodiverse destinations in the world. It is home to thousands of unique species of flora and fauna, including the famous lemurs. Madagascar is the perfect place to get away from mass tourism. Even at the most famous site in the country, the Avenue of Baobabs, you likely not encounter more than a few other tourists. If you are interested in pirate history, is the world's only pirate cemetery located off the eastern coast of Madagascar on the small island of Île Sainte-Marie. Visit the small island of Île aux Nats to discover the most relaxing and stunning island on the African continent. 5. Zimbabwe. Though Zimbabwe has had a turbulent government and a crumbling economy, the country still conserves several stunning natural and historical landmarks. They easily impress even the most seasoned traveler. Its most famous natural feature is Victoria Falls, the world's greatest curtain of falling water. Other places worth visiting in Zimbabwe are the great ruins in Masvingo, Motobo National Park, and its Motobo Hills. 6. Algeria. Algeria has had a bad reputation for years because of armed terrorist groups. Civil war ended in 2002, and it is a reason why it remains among the most underrated African countries. Today, it is a safe country to visit and has more to offer than you would expect. The capital city, Algiers, is a charming city with a mix of French architecture. The Casbah neighborhood along the hills in Algiers is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Southern Algeria around Tamanrasset and the Hagar Mountains is also an adventure dream worth exploring. 7. Lesotho. Welcome to the amazing Mountain Kingdom, the Republic of Lesotho. It is one of the 3 remaining sovereign kingdoms in Africa. Lesotho is landlocked by South Africa with many attractions to enjoy for nature lovers. They include the following: Malatsinyan Falls, hiking at Thabana Lengana, jungle thrill at Maluti Mountains, visit the rock pools, and Mahali Dam. Lesotho is also home to a rich cultural heritage, comb caves that hold thousands of years of history. Selanie National Park is the crown of Lesotho's national park system. It doubled up as home to a frisky resort where you can ski and snowboard. 8. Cape Verde. Made up of 10 islands and 5 islets, the charming islands of Cape Verde is a beach lover's paradise. Cape Verde Islands have no shortage of activities to take advantage of, with so much to explore, from excursions such as a driving tour of the sand dunes in Mau Island, water sports including kitesurfing and diving, to the lovely secluded white sand and black sand beaches, as well as hiking. Cape Verde Islands are rich in culture and festivals. Experience the culture at the Sao Vicente Carnival, and the list goes on. 9. Eswatini. Despite being the smallest country in the Southern Hemisphere, Eswatini more than makes up for its lack of size with a hugely diverse range of attractions and activities. Eswatini is home to rolling flatlands, lush valleys, and a flat-topped mountain and valleys, forests, and plains, plus wildlife reserves across the country, and you have all that's best about Africa in one small but perfectly formed and welcoming country. Major things to do for travelers include visiting the Makaya Game Reserve in southeast Eswatini, where animal enthusiasts will encounter the likes of rhinos, elephants, giraffes, and hippos. Whitewater rafting down the Bulunga Port section of the Lesotho River could be a key attraction, and within the Malalacha Nature Reserve in northwest Eswatini, travelers will hike over 100 miles of mountain wilderness trails. 10. Gambia. Starting from the coastal vacation resorts of Kambo North, you'll begin with the Gambia National Museum on Independence Drive, lively Albert Market, the massive arch at the doorway to the capital, or marvel at a number of the colonial architecture. A few kilometers just from the capital, and towards the coastal areas, you get to the main vacation locations of Bikau, Cape Point, Fayara, Kalali, and Kotu, where you'll get pleasure from native attractions of endless golden beaches and virtually warranted sunshine, and alternative leisure activities like water sports, quad biking, and golf. Fishing excursion opportunities are endless. You'll be able to select either sea or creek fishing, as well as the river itself, where you'll be able to rent a boat from varied tour operators situated at Denton Bridge. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our future videos. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep dreaming.